Alright, this is your video for surface area of triangular prisms. Just like the last notes we took, this is just a reiteration. So surface area is the total area of all the faces of a 3D figure. To find surface area, we find the area of each face or a side, and then we add them all together. We can use nets, that's a T, sorry, to help us determine the surface area. A net, which is this right here, is a 2D representation of a 3D shape. So like last time I said, if you kind of cut along some edges so that you could lay this shape out flat, this is what it would look like. The lateral surface area is the area of just the sides of a 3D figure. So remember, your lats are the muscles down the sides of your bodies. Lateral is your side, lats. Okay? To find the lateral surface area, we find the area of just the sides and then add those together. Okay? All right. So looking at, let's just look at this real quick and see how it's broken down. So you see when you break down the net, this has a base of 8 and a height of 9. So again, 8 by 9. There's one on the exact same opposite side. So 8 by 9. Okay, these are considered your bases because remember, prisms get their name from their bases. So since this is a triangular prism, the bases are triangles. So this is a base and this is a base. Your sides are going to be these three rectangles in the middle here. Okay, so this rectangle you see is a 10 by 5. So if you look at this rectangle right here, that's 10 by 5. So 10 by 5. Okay, this rectangle on the other side is going to be a 9 by 5. 9 by 5. And then the rectangle on the other side, on the bottom, is going to be an 8 by 5. If you imagine this shape down here would be an 8 by 5. You can draw this one in. Okay? 8 by 5. This would be the 9 by 5, because the opposite side. Okay? Which is this one down here. Now, unlike a rectangular prism where we had copycats on either side, like a front and a back, a side and a side, and a top and a bottom, this one, not so much. So you just really have to know what your bases are. Okay, and remember the base comes from the name of the prism. So since this is a triangular prism, all of our bases will be triangles. So same process as last time. We're going to find the area of each one of these spaces. And by looking here, since this is a triangular prism, bases are triangles and it has rectangles for sides. I'm going to find the area of the bases first. Okay, so this base is labeled A. Okay, let's color those yellow. So our bases are going to be yellow. So A and D are going to be yellow. They've already put letters on them for me. So to find the area of this base, it's going to be, because it's a triangle, 1/2 BH. So it's going to be 1/2 times the base, which is 10, times the height, which is 12. 10 times 12 is 120, so I want half of 120, which is 60. D, notice, is the exact same thing. The bases are going to be identical. Okay, so if this side of this rectangle is 10, so is this one. Same thing. So 1/2 BH. I want half of 10 times 12. 10 times 12 is 120, and half of 120 is 60. Okay, now let's look at, let's go with B next, right here. So here's B, this rectangle. This rectangle is an 18 by 13. Okay, an 18 by 13. To find the area of a rectangle, it's just base times height. So we're going to be doing 18 times 13. So let's do that up here. 18 times 13. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 plus 2 is 5. 1 times 8 is 8. And 1 times 1 is 1. Add down. You get 234. So this is going to be 234. My next side, do the sides in green. This one over here, which is another 18 by 13. Okay, so B times H, that's an 18 times 13, which we just did was 234. And then the last one we're going to do is this side down here, which is E. I should have made that a different color, but that's okay. Which is also a rectangle, so BH. So the base of this one is 18, and it's got a height of 10. So we're doing 18 times 10, which is 180. So if I want to know the lateral surface area, I'm going to add all my greens together. So it's going to be 234 plus 234 plus 180. Those are all the sides. 4 plus 4 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 8 is 14, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So the lateral surface area, LSA, is 648 inches squared. LSA, lateral surface area. The total surface area is going to be the green and the yellow together. So we're going to take our green number, 648, our lateral surface area. We're just going to add those bases on so we have all of them. So we're going to add this 60 and this 60. So that would be 8, that's 12, plus 4 is 16, and then 7. So the total surface area is 768 inches squared. All right. Numbers 1 and 2. We're going to find the lateral and total surface areas for both of the figures below. So, just like last time, I'm going to color in my bases. This is a triangular prism, so I know the bases are triangles, so I'm just going to go ahead and get those out of the way. So, the bases are going to be identical, okay? Remember the formula for area of a triangle is 1/2 BH, so 1/2, base is 7. The height is over here, 6. Why did I write? Oh my goodness, I said the base is 7. The base is definitely not 7, it's 4. And I even wrote the wrong thing. So, trying again. The base is 4. The height is over here, it's 6. Remember, this is not the height. That's just a side length. When you go to the doctor and they ask you to stand up tall for your height, you don't lean over. You stand up straight. So this is your height. So I like to multiply my whole numbers first. 4 times 6 is 24. And then half of 24 is 12. So one of the bases is 12. So we'll call it base 1 is 12. Base 2 is the same thing, so that's also going to be 12, so that's a total of 24. So my bases are 24. Now let's do our sides. So I'm going to start with the bottom down here, this rectangle, okay? We're going to say, side 1. Okay, side 1 is 4 by 12, and since it's a rectangle, it's base times height, so 4 times 12 is 48. Side 2 is going to be this rectangle right here, and this is 12, and then this length right here is going to be 7. It's the same as the other side of that triangle, so that is going to be a 12 times 7, which is 84. And then side 3 is going to be this side over here, this rectangle. And it's got a length or a height of 7 and also a length of 12. So that's another 12 times 7, which is 84. So the total for my lateral sides is 48. Let's do this down here. So the lateral surface area is the area of all the sides put together. So that's going to be 48 plus 84 plus 84. and I don't know that, so let's do our addition. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16. That's going to be 5, plus 8 is 13, plus another 8 is 21. So that's going to be 216 centimeters squared. The total surface area is going to be all those sides, so 48 plus 84 plus 84 plus my bases, base 1 and base 2, so 12 plus 12, which I already did, was 24, so I could have essentially just written 24 right there if I wanted to. When I add all that together, I'm going to add another 12 and 12 to this, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's a 4 and a 2. 240 centimeters squared. And then the last one for this one, same process. Let's highlight our bases. Okay, let's find the area of those first and knock it out. So I have triangles, so it's going to be 1/2 BH. So base 1 is going to be 1/2 12. The height is 5. So half 12 times 5 is 60. Half of 60 is 30. So base 1 is 30. And what do you know? Base 2 is the same height and base, okay, as the other one. So base 1 is 30. Base 2 is also going to be 30. Same thing, same size. Now let's look at our sides. Side 1. I'm going to do the bottom one down here. So side 1 is this rectangle. That's a 12 by 10. Okay, so 12 times 10 is 120. Let's do side 2. Another rectangle. Let's do this one over here. That is a 12 by 5. 12 times 5 is 60. Okay, and then side 3. It's going to be this rectangle right here. And if you look, it has a 10, and this side length over here is 13. So that's going to be a 10 times 13, which is 130. So if I want to know the lateral surface area, it's the sides. So it's going to be 120 plus 60 plus 130. And I don't know that. So that's 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1, 2, 3. So that equals 310 centimeters squared. The total surface area is going to be those sides plus those two bases. So 120 plus 60 plus 130, and then plus base 1 plus base 2. We know that this is 310, and I'm going to add another 30, 60 to that. So that's going to be 370 centimeters squared. And that is how you find the lateral and total surface area of rectangular prisms.